People often wonder what would happen if we all just disappeared today. What would be left behind by our culture and civilization? Well, one thing for certain that would be left behind is a whole bunch of nuclear waste. This waste is dangerous and radioactive for up to 10,000 years, and one of the major problems facing us then is having to figure out how we can safely store this material away while making sure future generations never find it. We made a couple assumptions in our design process. We first assumed we had unlimited resources, including money, materials, etc., and that the technological level of the peoples who would come after us would be no more advanced than the pre-nuclear age. So we won't have some sort of nuclear scientist walking in, but we could have some sort of like Joe from the tribe of Schmo, someone who doesn't really know what's going on and doesn't know nuclear technology or anything like that.
I suppose we all thought that, one way or another.
Our final design we came up with was basically a whole bunch of signs around the perimeter that would ward off people. The signs look something like this. One of the challenges to this problem is that what may be considered obvious today might not be so in the future. A common example is the current radioactive symbol can look like to some can be construed as an angel, while to us it's more a danger. So we have to create something that through the ages will show that this is dangerous. The first thing we did was make our sign asymmetric. From a kind of standpoint, we see beauty in things that are symmetric. So if you see like a model or very attractive actor, you see their faces are very symmetric. And so we see things that are ugly as asymmetric. So if you see a sign that's asymmetric, you're subconsciously told that this is ugly, this is not something I want to be around, and that applies to whoever might be inside the vault, which in this case is nuclear waste. The second thing we did was choose the colors that we did. We chose red because of the different level of emotions it instills in people, like anger, and that it could be dangerous, things like that. While black is the color of fear and death, something that's been through the ages for thousands of years. Additionally, we chose a picture of a skull and crossbones. The skull picture as representing death and danger, something that's been around for hundreds of thousands of years. And so it would be safe to assume that that kind of picture and imaging would be continuous for 10,000 years. We're all, of course, assuming that it will be a human species that will still be around 10,000 years, not sort of like alien or something. Around this sign are a whole bunch of sharp objects, usually like knives or something that would touch would make you bleed. This gives a very tactile warning to whoever might try to touch the sign that if you touch it, you'll hurt yourself, and which will also go into whatever's inside will hurt you. The materials used to make these signs will make sure they last for a long time. They'll be illuminate, you always see them in the dark at night, invisible from the day, to keep people away. These signs will be placed around the perimeter and inside everywhere you can see it to say this is some place you do not want to be. And hopefully in doing so, we'll be able to keep people safe from this area, the materials inside, until they become no longer radioactive!